Hello and welcome once again to the Darth Grumpy Dad Twitch stream. Excuse me, sorry. This little one is just an easy set dungeon for the Necro. I am using the Grace of the Inarius set. All 6 pieces. Let's see. Might get wrecked doing this, but there we go. And as you can see, I just got this guy to like level C. I got him to 61 so I could have the skills I wanted and ran a set dungeon. Finished it in like 2 minutes. So basically we're looking at the 6-piece set here. Hands, shoulders, chest, helm, pants, and feet. Dante's Binding, just for a little damage reduction. Tragul's Fang, so that we're getting some extra curse damage. Haunted Visions, so my Simulacrum can last, and I'll show you why I want him up 100% of the time. This is just the first filigree I made for him. I grabbed a convention of elements and crisp and sentence. It's all pretty simple. I put the set together by crafting and upgrading. What you can watch on at the end of my last video for the season 28 players guide playthrough. The last thing I needed was a set dungeon, so putting this set together was the last thing I'd done. And when I run this, I'm not going to take my follower with me. I don't really need them. I just throw on a pair of Nemesis bracers. Yeah, I've done nothing to anything. The cube, I've got Messerschmitt's Reaver. So every time I kill somebody, it takes a second off the cooldown for my bone armor, because bone armor is your #1 skill for this. I haven't even got 70 yet, so I don't have all my passives. Passives, I've gone with Spreading Malediction, receive 1% damage bonus for each enemy affected by one of your curses. While using a scythe, gain 2% essence and life per kill. And consuming a corpse increases your movement speed by 3% for 5 seconds. This effect can stack up to 10 times. Again, okay, in the cube, Messerschmitt's Reaver, Aquila Cuirass, because I'm not really going to be using any essence. It's going to be full all the time, so it just gives me 50% damage reduction. And I threw Oculus Ring in there. I was trying to get Wisdom of Kalan so I could have 5 extra stacks of bone armor, but I couldn't get it to drop for me, so I just gave up on it. Haunted Visions, this was like, I made like 5 or 10 necklaces, and this was like the second or third one I upgraded, came back. Ancient. And so all these pieces are just as they came, right? I made like 10 size and upgraded them all to legendary. Upgraded them from rare to legendary. This one came back within 10 or so, and it was also ancient. I just really just smacked it together. Again, too, with the rings, I just made a whole bunch of rings. I just went to rings and crafted a whole bunch of those. And I'm pretty sure that ring dropped pretty early. I got enough of them to where I put one in the cube also, so it's there if I ever need it. Skills on the A button, bone armor, dislocation. Because I'm just gonna walk around holding the A button down. So every time the cooldown is done on bone armor, it automatically procs. I've got bone spear. I didn't even put a rune on it. We'll go with that. Just They have it on there for if I need it to kill a long range enemy, which I won't. Grim Scythe, if I need to generate some essence, right? And the Cursed Scythe, rune on it, which Trigouls gives me 100% chance of casting a curse, random curse, which is kind of going overboard because I'll show you why here in a second. And then I've got Devouring Aura. Devour becomes an aura that consumes corpses within 15 yards. Restore 11 essence per corpse, right? So I'm always full. I always have essence. I'm just consuming corpses, generating essence, and generating health. Again, the range is this effect is increased by 50% of your gold pickup radius. All right. And then I have Simulacrum, and I took the first one, Cursed Form. While active, your cursed skills now apply all 3 curses. So, and then I also have Frailty, Aura Frailty, right? So I'm just applying curses to everything that comes in within 15 yards, and I'm applying all 3 of the curses every time. And I'm getting extra curse damage because of the Trighoul's Fang, right? So I've just set this up with that in mind, right? And Simulacrum, that's the reason I have my Haunted Vision. Simulacrum now drains 1% of your maximum life every second and lasts forever. They can now duplicate Grim Scythe instead of Skeletal Mage. So I just pretty much just set this up to go, right? I'm just going to run around holding down the A button and clear the dungeon. All right, the dungeon is in the Drowned Temple. All right, I'm going to meander down the stairs here, hit bone armor, get it going, and then I'm just going to hold it down. See, and I consume all the corpses. Oh, I'm up to 67 now. Yeah, I was only like 61 or 62, I think, to get all my skills open when I ran the set dungeon and beat it the first time through. So, okay, so rip bones from 100 enemies with bone armor. Kill 200 enemies that are afflicted by bone armor. Tornado, right? And all I'm using is bone armor. So this is all super easy to do, right? Basic, complete one objective and kill 170 monsters within 5 minutes, which is the time limit. Mastery, complete both objectives and kill all monsters within the 5-minute time limit. Taking damage will fail the dungeon but not kill the player. You'll just get booted back out. All right, game difficulty has no effect on dungeon difficulty. I think this is auto set at like master or T1 or something. It's a really low setting. So our main objectives are going to be go in there and rip the bones from 100 guys, right, with our bone armor, which is why I want it popping every time I kill 10 guys, which is why I have the Messerschmitt's Reaver in the cube. All right, now let's show you how this is going to go. Accept. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come out and I am going to pop my Simulacrum. Run up on this first set of guys here, and I just kind of go down this way. And I'm going to hit my bone armor. I've only got 3 stacks right now, but as soon as I... Boom, there we go. There's 8. And we're going to gradually pick up steam here. Oh yeah, I didn't go over all my passives, did I? Malediction, gain essence, and a speed boost, right? Consuming corpse increases your movement speed by 3% for 5 seconds. This stacks up to 10 times. And says we're constantly, automatically consuming all the corpses that hit the ground, we're getting that all the time. So it gives us a little bit more speed to get through the dungeon. And as you've seen at the beginning of this, I took all my Paragon out of this. So there's no Paragon, no gems, nothing, just the set items I got by crafting and upgrading. I'm not even using my potions right now to get the extra skills out of my potions. I'm just... Watch this game. We could smash through it even faster if I did, but we don't need to. I might actually be 70 by the time we get out of here. That would just crack me up. Yeah, so the first season I played, the Mask of the Burning Carnival set was the badass set for the season, right? So that was, there we go. There's the first objective done. We've ripped the bones from 100 dudes. And our kill count's slowly rising over there because all we're using is the bone armor. Right. Now we missed a guy somewhere, probably over in this direction. Here we go, yep. Okay. Just keep going this way, holding the A button down. There we go. Mastered the set dungeon in 2 minutes, 58 seconds out of 5 minutes. I think it's a pretty simple build and pretty simple way to get this done. Go back to town. And I'll go over it one more time. So no follower. Trigul's Fang, Inarius Gloves, Inarius Shoulders, Inarius Breast, Inarius Helm, Haunted Visions, Nemesis Bracers, which I just had, like, you know, I rolled and they came up, whatever, just something to put on that slot. First Filigree, I upgraded for. Convention of Elements, just had one when I was gambling for the rings to get Crisp and Sentence. I got a conventions, so I just put it on. Inarius Boots, Inarius Pants, and Dante's Binding. Again, I just crafted a whole bunch of yellow belts and upgraded them from rare to legendary. Got it pretty quickly. Q, Messerschmitt's Reaver, which is actually the key to clearing that quickly, is because it gives you a second off your cooldown every time you kill a monster, so you can pop your bone armor repeatedly all the time. It just, you know, it's just going. Quilicurus for some damage reduction. Oculus Ring because I needed a ring in that slot. Passives, Malediction, Dark Reaping, and Fueled by Death. On the A button, Bone Armor, Dislocation, right trigger, Bone Spear, Blighted Marrow. X button, Grim Scythe, Cursed Scythe. On the Y button, Devouring Aura. Devouring Aura. And that's a hit it and forget. What's it on? It's on. You don't have to worry about hitting it again. Simulacrum. The first rune, Cursed Form. And on the RB, Frailty, Aura, Frailty, again, that's a hit it and forget it. Once you hit it and it's on, it's good to go. And I suppose I can pick one more. Poison enemies are slowed by 30. Right? It's not really, you know, just kind of go what you think is going to help you the most in in this, right? Like I don't need that because my curses are, once they're on, they're on. There's just an aura automatically. Don't need the cheat death. Don't have any minions except my simulacrum, and he didn't do anything because I didn't use Curse Scythe and I didn't use the Bone Spear. Right? I just used the bone armor itself. What are we on here? I'm on T6 because that's what I was on when I leveled it up. Like I said, if you want to see how I put the set together, how I got all the pieces, that's going to be at the end of my last video. Season, like part 21 or whatever of the season playthrough. What this was the last thing, was the set dungeon I needed to complete the season. So this is the one I done. All right. So I hope you guys found some use in that. I will catch you on the next one. Actually, I downloaded the beta for Diablo 4. If it's not so slammed I can't get in, I might stream some of that. And I really know nothing about Diablo 4. I've done my best to ignore most of the hype about it and what's going on and the characters and the skills on purpose so I can be surprised by the game and enjoy it and figure stuff out, right? And I'm sure as soon as I get frustrated, I'll look up some YouTube videos to help me or whatever. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial here. Follow me here on Twitch. Take the link to my YouTube page. It's on my front page here at Twitch. And subscribe over at YouTube if you're watching this on YouTube. There should be a link to my page here on Twitch. If you could do the same, that would be awesome. Anything like that, anytime you share or like a video, comment, any of that, it's much appreciated. I'm not really trying to be a pro streamer or nothing. This is all pretty low rent. But anything like that, always, yay. All right. Y'all have a good evening. I'll catch you on the next one.